Hey everyone, welcome back. So today, we're going to do something really cool. We're going to teach our Python programs how to listen. Yep, how to make them truly interactive. Let's get right into it.
I mean, think about it for a second. Most of the code we write, it's kind of like a one-way street, right? We tell it what to do, it does it, end of story. But what if it could talk back? What if your code could actually ask you a question and wait for an answer? Now that opens up a whole new world.
And that's exactly what this is all about. We're making our code, well, a bit more social. We're moving away from these rigid, static programs into something that feels alive, something that can interact with the user in real time.
So take a look here. On the left, that's the old way, right? Name equals Alex. We've hard-coded that value. The program will always think the name is Alex. It works, but it's kind of boring, super rigid. What we're aiming for is this situation on the right. We want the program to ask, hey, what's your name? And then use whatever you type in. This is a total game changer, and it's the foundation for everything from games to user profiles. So how do we do it? Well, meet our new best friend, the input function. Seriously, this little guy is the key. You can think of it like a microphone you hand to your program. When your code hits this function, it just stops, it pauses, and it waits. It's waiting for the user to type something in and press enter. Once they do, input grabs whatever they typed and brings it back into your program.
Okay, to really nail this down, I've got a little analogy for you. It might sound silly, but trust me, it works. Let's picture our code working a fast food drive-thru. You know that speaker box you pull up to? That's the input function. It's the one and only point of communication between you, the customer, and the kitchen, which is our program.
And the process is exactly the same, right? Step 1, the speaker asks, "Welcome, can I take your order?" Step 2, it waits. That speaker just sits there silently until you say something. It's not going to rush you. Step 3, you give your answer. "Yeah, I'll have a burger." And finally, step 4, your answer gets stored, sent back to the kitchen so they can make your food. It's a perfect parallel.
And check this out. Here's how that looks in actual Python. The part in the quotes, "What is your name?" that's the question the speaker asks. The input function itself is the part that does the waiting. And then whatever you type in gets caught and stored in that username variable. See? Drive-through speaker right there in your code.
Okay, so input is awesome, but there's a catch, and this is a big one. It's a classic trap that almost everyone falls into when they're starting out. I like to call it the string trap. So let's play this out. Imagine your program asks, "How old are you?" And the user types in 25. Great. So now your program has the number 25, and you can do math with it, like figuring out their age next year. Right? Well, not exactly. Something else is going on under the hood.
And here's the big reveal, the secret to the trap. Python only hears text. I'll say it again. Input doesn't care what you type. It could be your name, a password, or a number. To input, it's all just a bunch of characters. It's all just text.
The official programming term for a piece of text is a string. And that's the heart of the problem. The input function always, and I mean always, gives you back a string. And you just can't do math with a string. You can't add 1 to the word hello, and you can't add 1 to the text 25 either.
Just look at this. To our eyes, 25 and 25 look identical, but to a computer, they are fundamentally different things. The one on the left, with the quotes, that's a string. It's just the characters 2 and 5 sitting next to each other. The one on the right is a true number, an integer. You can do math with that one. You can't with the other.
So how do we escape this trap? It's actually pretty simple. We just have to explicitly tell Python, hey, I know this looks like text, but I want you to treat it like a number. We have to convert it. And this is the magic spell right here. We take our variable, age, which holds the string 25, and we wrap it inside this other function, int. Int is short for integer. So int of age literally takes that text and converts it into the actual number 25. And just like that, you can add 1 to it, you can do whatever math you want, boom, problem solved.
All right, so you've seen how input works, and you've learned all about the dreaded string trap. Now it's time to put that knowledge to the test. Let's do a super quick check to see if it all clicked.
Here's the scenario. Your goal is to write one line of code that asks a user for their favorite color and then actually stores their answer. So, which of the two options we're about to see does the job?
All right, have a look. We've got option A and option B. Which one is using our drive-through speaker? Which one is actually listening?
And the correct answer is B. Yes, if you chose B, you got it. That's the one using our ordering microphone.
So, why is B the right answer? Well, it's pretty simple. It's the only one that uses the input function, which is the whole key to pausing and listening for the user. Option A? Well, it doesn't listen at all. All it does is take the question itself and store that whole sentence as a string in the color variable. Definitely not what we wanted.
Okay, let's do a quick recap. The 3 big things to remember are, number 1, whenever you need to get information from a user, you're going to use input. Number 2, always remember the string trap. Everything that comes from input is text. And number 3, if you need to do math with that input, you've got to convert it first using int.
And there you have it. That is how you give your code ears, how you make it listen. This is such a fundamental skill. It's the first real step toward building anything cool and interactive, from a basic calculator all the way up to a fun text adventure game. So, if this helped clear things up for you, do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe.